Well, here's something which is not exactly new. Ride-sharing giant Uber is once again facing a PR disaster. CEO Travis Kalanick, already a controversial figure, was caught on dashcam video arguing with one of his drivers. Here's that footage. It was published by Bloomberg.
I lost $97,000 because of you. I bankrupt because of you.
Look.
Yes.
You know what?
You keep changing every day. You keep changing.
Hold on a second.
Day.
What have I changed about black?
Huh?
What have I
changed
changed?
the whole business.
What?
You dropped the prices.
On black?
Yes, you did. We started with $20. We started with $20.
You know what?
How much is the mile now? $2.75?
You know what?
What?
Some people don't like to take responsibility for They blame everything in their life on somebody else.
Email for town card.
Good luck.
Good luck to you too.
Well, Kalanick apologized in an email to his employees. He wrote this: "To say that I am ashamed is an extreme understatement. I must fundamentally change as a leader and grow up."
Well, joining us now, tech expert Laurie Schwartz. Laurie, thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Great to be here.
Okay, Uber is already on thin ice. There's been a number of controversies recently. How do you see this email from the CEO in terms of damage control?
I mean, I think right now we have to be transparent. You know, the thing is that he keeps being transparent. He's continuously issuing apologies, and he has to. But after a while, it's going to go on 10 years, right? Because everyone's going to be wondering, is he really capable of being a leader? And, you know, we were discussing before that Silicon Valley CEO founders are not always the best people to stay at the company at a certain point. And will some leadership guidance really be enough to take Uber to the next level?
I mean, it seems that the company for a while, considering the fact they've faced so many controversies, has been able to withstand them until now, where I think we've got to a point where cheap fares aren't enough for the consumer. You know, it's about more than cheap fares and services.
Yeah, you have to be a good leader. You have to treat your people well. The recent blog post by Susan Fowler with the sexual allegations, the fact that he hired another executive who also coming from Google had sexual allegations, and then just watching him treat someone badly. I mean, a leader has to be above board, you know, and he's disrupting an entire category, and that's very exciting, but at a certain point you also want him to be a grown-up.
Okay, you mentioned the blog posting by Susan Fowler, who was a software engineer at Uber. She did write a very extensive blog. It went viral. Part of it read how she had this encounter with another male employee at the company. As she wrote, he was trying to stay out of trouble at work, he said, but he couldn't help getting in trouble because he was looking for women to have sex with. It was clear that he was trying to get me to have sex with him. It was also clearly out of line that I immediately took screenshots of these chat messages and reported him to HR. She then goes on in this blog post to write that HR did nothing about it. Other women had made similar complaints as well about the same person. So, you know, we've seen the problems on the, the customer side for Uber. This is on the recruiting side, the employee side.
Yes.
When something like this happens, you know, how difficult does it get then to recruit good employees? Because that's the key to success.
Right, it's very difficult, because why would you want to go somewhere that you're not going to be treated well, especially right now if you're a woman, right? So you have to get in a good people officer. Someone who's really going to make sure that people are being managed correctly, because right now there's so many global job opportunities for great talent that in order to be competitive in today's environment, especially in tech, you've got to provide a great working environment. Not only the food and all the fun laundry services that Google has, but you've got to treat people well, and they've got to feel safe, and they've got to feel like they can grow and that they're being heard.
So we talked about the consumer side, we've talked about the employee side, let's talk about the investor side. I mean, how are investors going to be feeling at a time like this? How intact is that support for Uber and Kalanick at a time like this? You know,
so they're worth about $70 billion right now. He's positioning for IPO. I mean, I think he's nervous. I would be nervous. I think investors are nervous when you have an unstable leader that's cause for concern. So I think he's going to be under a lot of pressure to get support, to get some other leadership, maybe some board members that can help guide him.
Very quickly, this is just sort of the latest scandal. So the allegation of not paying taxes in Britain, allegedly stealing self-drive technology. There was the PR disaster at JFK Airport when taxis went on strike in support of protesters over the Trump plan. Delete Uber because Uber kept operating. You know, there was a whole bunch of scandals a few years ago. How much more bad news can a company like this continue to absorb?
You know, the thing is, is they have disrupted an entire category. They have changed people's lives for better. So, and people are kind of in love with the service. So I don't know that you're going to see Uber go away, but there may need to be...
Lyft is benefiting from this, right?
Yeah.
Lyft is benefiting from this, and I have a lot of colleagues that just personally won't go on Uber because they know Lyft gives more money to the driver.
Yeah, that's right.
Laurie, thank you so much.
It's always fun to be here, you guys.
Appreciate it.